killing fields of Robert Hansen are spread along a 5-mile stretch of the Knik River, north of Anchorage. By the mid-70s, it's estimated Hansen was killing as many as 4 or 5 women per year. He was obsessed, seemingly unstoppable. The template for Robert Hansen's experiences with these women started in 1971 with Patty Roberts. He kidnapped her in Anchorage and took her south to the Kenai Peninsula, where he raped her.
The things that we'd done there with Patricia Roberts and so forth in the motel room there, the time that we spent there excited me like I'd never been excited before in my life. I got to thinking right at that time, even when I was in jail, that, boy, I couldn't wait till I could do it again.
Said she did everything she could for you. She
pleased
you. And you liked it.
Oh, yeah. No, this was the first time in my life things like this ever happened to me before, you know.
By the mid-70s, Bob was out of jail. He had a series of bakery jobs, one at the Alaska Country Bake Shop in Muldoon, another at the Diamond Center Bakery downtown. And, of course, there was his own bakery, which he acquired in 1982, the same year he acquired his airplane. By this time, Hansen was living in Muldoon, close to downtown, close to the Strip. He was, in fact, too close to town.
I'd drive uptown in a hurry and sit there and just look at the prostitutes walking up and down the street. Look, I've gone over the years, I've gone in all of the top of bottom of bars in town and so forth. The first gal is a gal that I think was found by some power line employees or something to this effect. They found up here by Eklutna. Gentlemen, I can't remember if I picked her up as a dancer or if she was a prostitute uptown. I know I picked her up, and place I was heading for, up Eklutna Road. There are several little offshoot roads. And consequently, since going up there so much, I know where all the little offshoot roads are. That's where I was headed. There's a road, as you're going up a hill, there's a little offshoot road that's an access road to a power line up there. I drove down that, and right at this here corner here, there's a kind of a spring or seat. I was going to go down to this here and park. That's where I'm going to park my truck down here anyway. As I come around this here seep here, we got the damn thing stuck. And as I was starting to drive the truck back, started walking down this way, you know, she started walking across down the road, and the door was open, and I sort of halfway grabbed the steering wheel and the door and stood up and yelled. I said, "Hey, don't go any further, stay there." And she running this here way, and I caught up with her. She had a big knife in her purse, and she grabbed that out of her purse and swung around, and I grabbed her. Then thing just got out of hand, and I can remember she was laying face down, and I just stuck her.
The Knik River is a beautiful spot. Its origin a glacier high in the Chugach Mountains. It ends up in the sea after passing islands, gravel beds, sandbars, and willow scrub. The gravel beds are vast, and many of them provide a perfect place for landing a plane. Robert Hansen would soon be among them. After the debacle in Eklutna, Hansen needed to find another place to go. The Knik was nearby. It looked promising. One advantage, he could still access it using his truck.
All right, this is the old Palmer. This is the old Palmer Highway or bridge here. I take it, right?
Yes. Yes, sir.
All right. As you go across the bridge, as I recall, I'm very certain it is the first road to the left.
I was there in 1984, just after Hansen confessed, so the grave was still fresh. I will never forget it.
The only thing is, I got stuck before I got there. That damn thing just sunk on me, you know. And I got out of the car again, and looking at it, and I went back to the car. I said, well, let's leave that there. I was going to take her and put her out there, because I didn't want, someone coming by when I had her out. Then if she would start to say something to them, I'd have not only her to contain, but I'd have more people, you know. Then all of a sudden she just turned around and trying to scratch me in the eyes and fight with me and so forth, and it just went from bad to worse, and that was it.
By this time, Hansen was no longer using his truck. That was too fraught. No, he was using his plane now. He could fly wherever he wanted. But there was one problem. Other planes. Other pilots.
Anyway, I landed here and pulled down here in a ways and stopped my airplane. And got her out and so forth, got the handcuffs off, and just took her by the arm. I said, this is where we're going to spend the day, you know. Goddamn, a damn plane come down the river. I think he came from upriver. He made a pass around. I thought, oh shit, this son of a bitch is going to stop. Just done everything she could to do exactly what I told her, so that there wouldn't be a problem. I think I had her convinced of this. But the problem was, I think when she was there in the meat shack, maybe I shouldn't have called her the meat shack to her. I know when I come back there, just started walking out there with her, she started screaming, "You're going to kill me, aren't you? You're going to kill me." I said, "No." Slapped at me, and she started running. You know, she started running I caught up to her, but she had got hysterical, and I couldn't get her calmed down. And she broke away from me again, and started to run. You know, I just reached back. You know, the rifle was laying there. I ran and caught her again. And I said, "Now look," I said, "don't make a bad thing worse. Don't stop, you know, it's okay." But then I had a gun in my hand, and it's, "Oh, you're going to kill me right now." And then it just went completely, things just went completely bad again. That son of a bitch hadn't flown over and hadn't circled in there, it would have never happened.
What Hansen seemed to want was a repeat performance of his experience with Patty Roberts, although, it must be said, it wasn't that great for her. Never mind that he had to kidnap her at gunpoint, put her in restraints, take her deep into the Alaska bush, and then terrorize her along the way. before raping her. He was trapped by his obsessions. He'd captured them, but could not keep them, and could not let them go. It got to the point where he was shooting them multiple times, with multiple weapons. He'd empty out one gun and empty another, and then he'd take out a knife and savagely stab them. They hadn't been raped. They hadn't been molested. They were fully clothed. In the end, he just took them north and killed them.